Welcome to We Are Made for the Ville with Marcus
First,
Maben and
Joe
co-host Steve Brummage.
habelow. Welcome to Midday with Marcus Maben, my man. What's going on?
Marcus, how you doing, buddy? It's always good to
Making. Can you do me a favor? Do us a favor. Talk about our first moments together at your daughter's field hockey game.
Yes, I would love to. It was funny. We were at Traeger Stadium. I believe it was the ACC tournament. It might have been the semifinals. And I saw you sitting down at the end of the stadium, and I like to hang out down that end of the stadium so I can act a fool and no one yells at me or sees me doing it that much. And I went down and we just started talking. And I found out a little bit about you, about the great basketball you were for Denny Crum at Louisville, and I actually Googled a lot of your highlights, and it's pretty impressive to see the type of player you were at the time. My son Eric was there, Eric is 22 years old with Down syndrome, and he was talking to you a little bit, and you started telling me about your radio show, and I started talking about the field hockey team, and then I think I actually came on one time after that at the end of the season when they had lost in the NCAA tournament. But I figured now, today is game day for the Louisville Cardinals. They're the number 8th ranked team in the country, number 3 in the ACC.
Wait a minute. I want you to take your time with this because you can do a much better job than I can. Did you just tell these listeners that we have the number 8 ranked team in the country in field hockey?
The number 8th ranked team in the country. And Marcus, even for me, more impressive than that, in the ACC conference, I believe there's 7 field hockey programs in that conference.
Right.
All 7 of those teams are ranked in the top 15 in the country. So not only are they number 8, but they're number 3 in the toughest conference in the country.
Now we have to do a little bit of a history lesson. First of all, you got to let everybody know where you are right now because people are picking up on your accent. They're loving it. They're enjoying it. How did we get you to become a part of the University of Louisville?
You got me because our youngest daughter, Anne Marie, was recruited hard by the University of Louisville, and Justine Torrey and Lucas, the coaches, the head coach and the assistant coach for the Louisville Cardinals. And I remember coming here Easter weekend, and we left the school that day, and my daughter turned to me and said, "Dad, this is where I have to be. This is the place for me." And you know how a kid loves the school, Marcus, as she even told us that even if she didn't play field hockey, she would go to that school. That's what she thinks of the University of Louisville.
So let me just ask you, I mean, not to get too personal, but there had to be a moment where you said, baby, Louisville's just too far from home.
And you know what, Marcus? We have a lot of friends, obviously, in the field hockey world. My wife ran one of the best, most successful field hockey clubs in the New England area. She was recruited every place. All the Boston schools wanted her. But for me, Marcus, I'm not that parent that says, you have to stay close to home because I got to go see every game. We're blessed in what we're able to do with my wife's work and the ability to travel as we can. And it's nothing for us to pack up a car and drive 14, 15 hours to a field hockey game right now. So she fell in love with the place the first visit here.
No, okay, so moving forward, I mean, you can take a chance to brag on your wife a little bit because I want people to know what kind of pedigree we have here as far as the field hockey program.
Well, Marcus, I do have to tell you that for a man of my caliber, or lack of caliber, I should say, I married way up. I outkicked my coverage. My wife is one of the most amazing women you want to meet. And also on top of that, my wife was a regional All-American goalie, the University of Syracuse, a 4-year starter as a freshman at the, and her name is still in the record books. So, and you got to understand, Marcus, to be a goalie, you got to be a little bit crazy anyway.
Right.
When you're standing out front there and people are shooting these hard rubber balls at 100 miles an hour at you, you got to be a little bit crazy. So I think that's why we've got along so good. And so our daughters, and I was a basketball player, I was a football player. I was never on that level of where I was going any place, but I always wanted my girls to play basketball. They fell in love with field hockey, and my oldest daughter played at a Division III school in New Hampshire and was a regional All-American there. Anne Marie turned out to be one of the top 50 players in the country, a Division I player, and just loves where she's at right now at the University of Louisville.
No, I particularly remember you telling me about how your daughters would chew up the door or the wall playing way too much field hockey against the house.
Marcus, in our basement, we have an old house, and our house has solid plaster walls. It's like a bunker. I don't think a nuclear bomb could hurt this room.
Right.
Except with my dog, we put down artificial turf. We put some borders around the bottom. Obviously, the borders weren't high enough. It looks like Jurassic Park. It looks like dinosaurs have crashed through my walls. There's so much. It's going to cost me $1 million to repair these walls at some point, Marcus. From them playing field hockey for hours on end in that room downstairs. It was amazing to watch.
Joe, I have to compliment you. You sound incredibly comfortable on the radio. Is there any particular reason you sound this good?
Well, Marcus, to be honest with you, my wife will back this up. I've never met a microphone I didn't like. And I actually did some sports talk radio in Atlanta, in New Jersey, in the Boston area. So I'm pretty comfortable talking, in this format. And like I said, every microphone I've ever met, has fallen in love with me. But Marcus, if you don't mind, I just want to tell one quick story about the goaltender on the University of Louisville, if you don't mind.
No, absolutely. Fire away.
Okay. This young woman, her name is Aisha McFarren. She's from Ireland. She was an All-American goalie last year at Louisville. And now, just recently, within the last couple of weeks, we had the World Cup of Field Hockey in London, England, which most people would know nothing about unless you're involved in the sport.
Right.
The Irish national team, Aisha was the goalie for the Irish national team. There's 16 teams in this tournament. I believe Ireland was ranked 16. They haven't even qualified for this tournament in years. But this year they qualified with Aisha in the goal. And all they did was make it to the gold medal game.
Oh.
Was the player of the tournament, of the entire tournament, because of the way she played goal for the Irish national team. And now she's back in the Ville. She's in Bloomington, Indiana right now as we speak, as they get ready to take on the University of Indiana at 3 o'clock. And it's just amazing to see what this girl has done. And Marcus, we know great players, great athletes are the best in the world at what they do.
Right.
Aisha McFarren is the greatest field hockey goalie on planet Earth right now.
So you say
it's amazing.
So you say Indiana, 3 o'clock. Is Indiana ranked? I mean, give me your expert analysis on what we have to look forward to, and if there's a way to stream it or see it on the ACC network or something, please let us know about that.
Yes, Indiana is. The Big Ten Conference as a whole is a very good field hockey conference. They're probably second to the ACC. But I wouldn't say Indiana is one of their top teams. So I believe they'll take care of business at Indiana. And I do believe if you go to the Louisville Cardinal app, which of course I have, you may not be able to stream it, but you might be able to get the play-by-play or the updates.
Right.
But on Sunday afternoon, back at Traeger Stadium, the Ohio State Buckeyes will be at Traeger Stadium to take on the Louisville Cardinals. And Ohio State is a pretty solid field hockey team. They beat us last year in Ohio State in a tough game, in a 2-1 game in overtime that we probably should have won. So that's going to be a big game for us on Sunday afternoon. And it's important to get off to a good start. You know that. And the players we have on this team, Katie Walsh, Aisha McFarland, Taylor Stone, who are the captains of this year's team. Taylor and Katie are on the USA U21 developmental team, which means the next step up from that is the U.S. national team. We got a player from Argentina, Mercedes Pastor, she weighs about 12 pounds and she's about 4 feet, but you can't find her because she's so fast and she's so quick with an unbelievable shot. And the defensive line in front of Aisha McFarland is just second to none in the ACC. So it's going to be a very big. Last year was their best year as far as goals set for Coach Sorry. She wanted to win a game in the ACC tournament. They went to the ACC tournament final. They lost in overtime in the NCAA tournament. So this year, they take that next step and they go as far as they can in the NCAA tournament, which they should make.
Well, listen, Joe, you are now an official partner, co-host, anything you want to be. When you come in town, judging by our text line right now, everyone loves your accent. They love the way you say my name. They're loving to hear you talk sports. You're making it really personable. I wanted to throw you the alley-oop because I knew you had a good deal of background in sports radio. We're going to cover some real, outside college sports when we talk again. I'm really looking forward to having you in and on the show a lot more.
Marcus, I'm excited about it, and we can have some great conversations about Ohio State, about what's going on there now, but that's a story for another day. But I really appreciate you giving me this time because this is a sport. A lot of times that the only people that get involved are the parents that have kids playing. But if you come out to Traeger Stadium and you see the atmosphere there, and when they fill that stadium for tournaments and how loud it is, it's just one of the most exciting and best venues that you will find in college sports anywhere. It's an amazing place to hang out at.
Well, Joe, I appreciate the time. We're going to start blocking out time for you as soon as you call me. You got something to talk about, keeping everybody informed. We'll definitely be in short communication with each other.
Marcus, I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you in Louisville real soon.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you soon, Joe.
All right, buddy.
That was Joe. Didn't I tell him, Brian? Didn't I tell everybody these are interviews?
Marcus, that was a really good interview.
Marcus, the Cardinals.
Really
yeah. Oh, that was awesome. But no. Listen, people. There's right. The overall point is I wanted you to feel that conversation because that was us at the field hockey game. That is me. That is some of the sports that don't get the same amount of attention.
It really was a good interview.
Yeah, it's so personable. Like I said, Joe, I really appreciate you coming on. I tried to throw him an assist and let him go full radio host mode. You can tell he's more than comfortable on the microphone. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
People, it's been an awesome week. Preparing for next week, it's been an awesome, awesome week. Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Center, awesome partner. Globe Auto, 3705 Bardstown Road, awesome partner. Jill Blessinger, Becky Blemo, Keller Williams, Caliber Home Loan, awesome partners. Windows Plus, awesome. Ryan, I appreciate everything you do. People who have subscribed to the YouTube channel, if you want to go back and listen to this interview, you can see how much I enjoyed it from the studio. Again, the YouTube channel is We Are Made for the Ville. People, it's a great time to buy a new train comfort system from DFH this month only. You can get a 15-month special financing on a qualified train comfort system. It's hard to stop a train. So call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions subject to credit approval. People, 8150-939 is always the number. 3831-939 is always the text line. 10 to 12 is always the time on 93.9.